all you hiking freaks, or those who are just getting started and want to be a hiking freak, I've got an ultralight hammock backpacking kit for $200. Now, all this gear I have personally used, and I recommend this gear. Now, this list is for your 55 degrees and above. Now, there are things you can throw in the bag that will get you down below that for very cheap as well, and we'll go through some of those. But this is mainly going to be for 55 degrees and above. I've got one backpack that I recommend if you're trying to save money and see if you like getting into hiking or backpacking, and you can purchase this item to get you started, and then from there start moving up in gear. However, this backpack is very functional. I've used it, and I think this backpack could actually survive a through hike, and very cheap. Now, I'm going to give you a list down below that I use called litrepack.com. This is a pretty good site that you can take all your stuff, put it in an Excel spreadsheet. You can download it, share the link, and be able to alter it whenever you go on your backpacking trips. So this list is very helpful for you trying to keep your weight down or seeing what you may want to take on your next trip. Now, what I really want to do with this video is show you how you can get started cheap, okay? But not just cheap, pretty good gear, and gear that I've used, okay? And I'm talking gear that it may seem cheap, but however, it will last. And for some of the items that you think could tear up, they're very accessible on the trail wherever you may be. You find them all the time. So always keep that in mind. If you do use items and they tear up on you, are you able to recreate that out in the field if possible? So that's stuff to think about as well, okay? Now, what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be creating a playlist, and I'm going to share each individual item in detail. Now, you can go ahead and look at my Excel spreadsheet from litrepack.com on that website. It's a very awesome website, like I said, but I'm going to go through each detail item individually. Now, not only am I going to be doing that, I'm also going to be taking this system out on a day hike, and I'm going to be taking this out on a overnight trip as well. So I'm going to show you how functional this is. This is not just one of those videos, well, you know, you can get these items and they may or may not work. Right here is a Clever Bees backpack. Now, this backpack I've used, and I can tell you, honestly, I do believe it will survive a through hike. This pack is under $20, and not only is it under $20, this pack weighs 11 ounces, and it's a 35 liter. I've used every item multiple times in this pack, and I really enjoy using these items, and I switch them out. They're not my main items, but I enjoy cook kits. I enjoy lightweight titanium, and I enjoy lightweight soda pop can cook pots. So they're all usable, and I enjoy experimenting. I enjoy making things. So all these items, you know, can vary, and they're going to vary in price depending on what you decide. But I'm just here to show you, if you just want to get started and not spend a lot of money, for $200, you're definitely going to be able to do that. Okay, let's get started. To start, like I said, we've got the Clever Bees 35 liter, and we're going to go ahead and get started in this mess pack. Okay, now, like I said, I recommend this pack if you're just getting started. It will do. It's under 20. You see I got stuff all over it from where I've used it. This pack will get you down the trail by every means. I've got an Osprey Thailand 44 liter, and that pack right there, it runs you around $150 to $160. Okay, that pack is very durable, and if it tears up, it's got a lifetime warranty. I do recommend that pack. I've gotten that pack under 2 pounds. However, if you're just getting started, you may not want to spend that. And, you know, it's not quite as lightweight as this as well. However, it is a very good pack. Now, something that is more close to this is a Palante pack or Z packs. They've got a 40-liter, I believe, as well, that runs about 150 bucks, and it's totally waterproof. It's very lightweight. However, you're going to be spending a lot more money. But I would recommend eventually upgrading. The first item I recommend is going to be upgrading the backpack. But this has all the features of those backpacks. Your mesh front pouch, mesh side pouch, haul loops, tension straps, ice loops. Okay, this one has a lid. Okay, but doesn't matter because this pack's 11 ounces. I mean, come on, really? And it is very comfortable. However, it does not have a frame. Okay, so what I'm using as a frame, so you can see the bumps here, I'm using my sit pad. Okay, sit pad is going to do 3 things for me. It's going to protect my back when I'm wearing my backpack. It's going to give me something to sit on at camp or for lunch. It's also going to give me insulation for either my feet or underneath my back while I'm laying in the hammock. Just some extra protection if I do get a cold spot. It's got the haul loop, very lightweight, breathable shoulder straps, and they've got padding in them. They're very comfortable, actually. If you've ever had some of that 3/8 foam, kind of feels like that. So let's get started in the front here. First thing I've got is a raincoat. Now on my list, in which was my primary coat for a long time when I first got started, it is a 4U cycling raincoat. Okay, it's very waterproof. However, it's not as breathable. In the summertime, you can also get you a lightweight windbreaker, spray it with DWR. Okay, and also I've got a pair of pants here that weigh 3.2 ounces. They are called body wrap pants. Okay, they serve as wind pants for that extra warmth if you wake up and it's chilly, or you're at camp and it's getting down to that 55 degrees. They trap in a lot of weight. They are not waterproof, but they are water resistant. And I've got a video coming here soon that shows you this in action and this rain windbreaker. It's really just a rain windbreaker. All it is a New Balance, cheap. I paid $19 for it. Okay, very lightweight, packs into itself. Now, what's not on the list, weighs hardly anything, is a Glad, one of them stretchy trash bags. Okay, what I've done is I've taken a cord lock and I've attached it here. Okay, so when I put it around my waist, I can cinch this up right here. Okay, hopefully your waist is not that small, but just to give you an example. Okay, just with the cord lock, and I've got myself a rain skirt. Okay, cheap, disposable, but works, and very lightweight. Let's get on to water filtration. Okay, everybody knows about the Sawyer Mini. That's what I've chosen. It's very cheap, $19. If you want to get a little bit better flow, you can decide you want the Sawyer, the regular Sawyer squeeze. I use that for pretty much all my trips now, and I highly recommend it. However, I use an Evernew bag, which is a little bit stronger than these. But if you're getting started, these come with it, and it works. It'll last you a year, maybe 2, if you treat it right. So there's nothing wrong with the bags they give you. You can use them if you're getting started. Just get you a filter or boil your water. Boiling your water is even cheaper, right? So, all right, let's see here. Got a piece of Tyvek. Okay, it's my ground sleeve. It's just trash. Okay, my wife was riding down the road. I was in the passenger seat. I said, "Baby, stop." It was pouring down rain in the little basically runoff for where the water drainage is. This was floating in there. Okay, now, I bought some of this as well, but when I saw that floating, I picked it up. Okay, my wife says, "What are you picking up trash for?" What it's used for out there on the trail. It's very lightweight. Okay, it's easy to clean. I put this underneath the hammock, lay my gear out on it so it don't get dirty. Very, very good piece of gear. I've got a Deuce of Spades in here in this mess pocket, okay? And I always keep my tarp stakes in my Deuce of Spades. You could use whoopee slings, which is going to cost you more. It's not part of my list. What is a part of my list is I've got just some poly straps, okay? You can either go to Home Depot and get these, or you can go online at Dutch Wear Gear and purchase these, okay? Either one works. If you buy the ones from Home Depot, they do stretch a little, okay? And when they stretch, you gotta get that stretchiness out. Once you lay in it about 3 times, so use it in your backyard or at the park, but get about 3 stretches out of these, so when you're out in the field, they're not stretching on you anymore. But they will work if you get them from Home Depot, okay? I used them for a year, and they work just fine. They're very lightweight, no hardware, and you got to use the beck and hitch. And to me, the beck and hitch is the most versatile way to go. But if you don't like the beck and hitch, there's so many ways you can hook your hammock up. But I do recommend using 2 straps on each end with the beck and hitch. Very cheap, easy way to get started, and infinity adjustment all the way up to the tree. You can't beat that, okay? What else do we got in here? Hey, if you don't want to spend any money, you can go with the cheap rain poncho. Hey, it works. Or just take you a trash bag. They work. This is not included in my list. Like I said, the 4 cycling one is, that I used for over a year. Very waterproof. And we've got the straps and Dutch Wear Gear and stuff you're not going to use. But like I said, you do have the option of going with whoopee slings, toggles, Dutch beaner, and a whoopee hook. But that's what you would be upgrading to future. Like I said, I recommend going with the straps. Alright, what we got right here in the side pouch. I'm not a big fan of Outdoor Vitals, but I can tell you what, some of their items, why not? One of the items I was able to pick up, I was able to pick this up for 35 bucks. No, 34 bucks, 35 bucks when it first come out. It's 11.5 by 11.5 diamond tarp. Okay, 14 ounces. It's hard to beat. Very hard to beat. They're going for, I believe, 64. I have all the prices down, so don't quote me on prices on the video. I didn't memorize them, and it'd take too much time for me to kind of look down at every little item. But I do have those items that I'm going to put down for you, as well as the, like I said, the list on what I have. So basically, 11.5 by 11.5, plenty of coverage. And in the summertime, you don't have to worry about it getting wet. Never been wet underneath it, but if you did get wet, it's the summertime, you're not going to get hypothermia and die. And you got gear to warm you up if you do. So, alright, and the other pouch is either going to be a Smart Bottle water or Life water, or any kind of water bottle of your choosing. Very lightweight. I recommend the Sports Top, and if you'll see in my list in my hygiene kit, I actually have an extra one in case this top breaks or I lose it somehow in the stream. Okay? Always remember to bring an extra one. Let's get into this lid here, which my normal backpack, I don't have a lid anymore. I took it off. Okay? This is a cheap outdoors Walmart pack cover. It packs down really small. It's not quite as lightweight. However, it is included, the weight is included in my backpacking list. You got to spray them every now and then after a year with DWR if you do continue to use them. But they do keep your pack dry. My favorite backpacking item, I have to believe, is a Ziploc bag, which I have my hygiene kit. And I will be going through my hygiene kit on another video, but I've just got all my essentials in here. Benadryl, toothbrush, fingernail clipper, tape, gauze, band-aids, butterfly stitches, Very lightweight, very small, and you can't beat your stuff sacks, right? And a cheap Energizer headlamp, okay? It's got all the features. I'm going to blind you here real quick. That's right, blind you. Got all the features that you need. Lightweight. One recommendation. I had the batteries turned so I could show you real quick. But one recommendation is always turn the batteries when you're putting them in your pack. Okay? So you don't blind your pack. Okay? You don't want to blind your pack because it does you no good when you get to camp. Okay? Now, we're getting into the main compartment here. For warmth, when you do get in that 55-degree chilly morning, it's just a cheap fleece, okay? It's multiple fleece. You can find your own. This is a 100-weight fleece. Very cheap, okay? You probably got one laying around anyway. If you don't, I know you've got a quarter zip hoodie, right? Quarter zip hoodie or quarter zip Old Navy fleece, right? Pullover. Walmart sells these hoodies for under $20. It's the Russell fit, okay? It's got the grid stop in it, okay? Works really good in 50 degrees. You can still hike in it and still get some breeze so you don't build up too much sweat. Works great. If you want to spend that extra money, get you a puffy, okay? That puffy right there is our REI brand, synthetic and down. It's a blend, basically, treated down. And it's a very good jacket. I got it on sale. I think I was running for like 54 bucks or something. That's not included in my pack list. The fleece is, though. Cook kit. It's one of my favorite little cook kits. Okay? Just a cheap dollar spoon from Dollar Tree, anywhere. That's a bamboo one. Okay? A Lay's potato chip cut off. Okay, to protect my cook pot. Okay, so monster can. Okay, and I'm gonna go through this with you real briefly. Okay, this is my lid. Okay, just a magnet. Okay, inside we've got a flint steel, lighter, bandana, and we're using the Spiguyver stove. As a windbreaker, we're using inside, we've got a Coca-Cola can that's cut up as my windbreaker, okay? And I've just put a little silicone band on here so I can pick it up and drink it out of. Works great. Used it multiple times. Really, really enjoy it. Especially for day hikes. Works perfect, okay? Basically all I did is took a soup can to reinforce this cook kit, okay? And I'll go through this more in detail and show you how it works. Works great. I just put the magnet in there, put the lid on, put the rubber band from keep the lid from falling off, and bam, we're protected. Keep your Nesbit tablet in there for backup when you're burning alcohol in your Spiguyver stove and you kick it over or spill it, or who knows what can happen. It's always good to have an Nesbit cube with you. They don't weigh anything, and they're very cheap. So just keep one, at least one. You can cut them up in 4s, and that'll give you 4 bowls if you're very conservative and you use a little bit of water in the cook pot like that. Heats it up pretty quick in a cook pot like that, and actually 1 cube can get you 4 bowls. But if you want to spend a little bit of money, get you a titanium, 20 bucks. On Amazon, comes with a little stuff sack and a lid, okay? Great pot, 20 bucks. Titanium. But that's not on my gear list. The monster can is. But if you want to spend a little bit more, you can get a more durable one. Or you can get you a stainless steel pot. It's not going to add a lot of weight, okay? Either one of those will work. All right, let's see what else we got in this backpack. I am keeping all of my stuff that I don't want to get wet in a liner, okay? You can use a trash compactor bag or anything like that. If you know anybody in the medical field, this is a liner for the medical trash cans, okay? I like the contrast because I can see in what's in my bag because it's not black or anything. It's got a good contrast. So for my hammock choice, I've got an E&O Sub 7. And I think as long as you're 5'9" and under, you can be pretty comfortable in this hammock. It's a starter hammock, right? It's not going to be your main camping hammock, but I use it for my day hammock. Okay, and inside I keep a head net, okay, bug net. That's your bug protection, okay? It works. You're going to have your blankets on you to keep you if you're in a pinch. Or if you want to spend some more money, get you a little Frankie style bug net, okay? You can get those for 35 bucks. But if you're getting started, the head net works. Costco Top Quilt, down to 55, promise you. Used it many times. As well as a Costco underquilt. Check out my DIY no-sew Costco underquilt. Okay, 20 bucks for the quilt and 5 to 10 bucks depending on where you get the material to make the quilt. Okay, it's just elastic cord, shock cord basically, and 2 carabiners. And it's going to cost you 4 extra cents for the 4 pennies. Check that video out. I'll put a link right up here and you can check that video out. I highly recommend that if you're getting in the hammock. You can't go no cheaper hardly than getting one of these and doing that system. Gets you down to 55. You've got your sit pad. Oh, don't forget the sit pad. It's got a bladder bag right here, pouch, and I don't use a bladder bag. That's where my sit pad is, okay? That'll give you a little extra warmth right there, as well as a windshield reflector, okay? They work very well. I take those on a lot of my summer trips where I'm taking to 55 degrees, and I think it may get up a little bit below 55. I can still take the Costco quilt and that. I've got a 20-degree quilt, but you don't want to have a 20-degree quilt when it's 50 and 60 degrees. You get too warm. The last item that's in my bag are my clothes. That's right, they're in a Ziploc bag. Very useful. Waterproof, lightweight. Like I said, if you want to spend extra money, go ahead. Walmart's got these seal nylon, very cheap, a little bit heavier. I think they're 28 grams versus 16 grams. Okay. Seal nylon, got a buckle. You can get 3 for $9. One can be a food bag, one can be your clothes bag, okay? One can be your ditty bags, 3 of them, 3 different sizes. But I love Ziploc, and you've got them laying around. Getting started, grab you a Ziploc. Okay? Very, very highly recommend your Russell's 360 shirts, okay? These are dry powered, so very moisture wicking, okay? I hike in one of these as well, and I have one as a spare. Same thing for the shorts, okay? Shorts, you're going to use the Russell shorts, okay? They've got a little zip pocket for stuff, as well as pockets. You can get them with liners and without liners. Most of mine have no liners. Lightweight fleece gloves, very cheap, very lightweight. And your choice of socks. You got socks laying around. I'm pretty sure you have synthetic socks already. Dress socks work very well. That's basically the same material as this, okay, as my dress socks. I already got these lying around. They're really cheap. You can even get them at Dollar Tree, right? Okay. But I typically use, for day hikes, either running socks, okay, or darn tough. But if you're just getting started, you don't have to spend $14 on a pair of socks, right? Just use the socks you already have. It starts getting a little colder, or you want some camp clothes. You have your Russell down power shirts, pants, same thing. Okay, your sleeping pants. I take these when it starts getting colder. Now, I'm no expert, trust me on that. However, I do recommend this gear. It's gear that I've definitely used and I enjoy using from time to time. Now, I know what you may be thinking. A couple of these items you have to make. That is true, but they're very simple. Plenty of YouTube videos show you how to make that. Shoot, I might even make that myself in one of these playlists. Why not? It could be fun. I enjoyed making the first one I made, and I enjoyed teaching people how to make other things. Because without the YouTube community, I wouldn't have a clue how to do any of this. So thank to all you YouTubers out there who's helping me create some of this gear for my starting adventures with my 8-year-old son, who was originally 6 when we got started. We've been having a blast out here enjoying ourselves, all because I've learned from my fellow YouTubers. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And there's always room to upgrade. If you don't like the $1 spoon, get you a $6 spoon. I got a great one. I love it. It's the Human Duo spoon and fork combo. Packs up real nice, very lightweight. It's one of my favorite ones that I've been using. Hey, and you don't want that crumbly cook pot? Get you that titanium like I showed you. All these options you have future for upgrade. But first, get out there and see if you like it. Get started. This gear, I promise you, you'll enjoy it. It's not wasting money. And you're not spending thousands of dollars to realize, hey, I don't even like backpacking. You only go on 1 or 2 trips a year. I guarantee you though, going ultralight, you'll enjoy it a lot more. Now here's an overview of all the stuff real quick. Like if you skip forward, you got this all in one little clip. So here are all the essentials right here. Hammock straps, hammock, since this is a hammock ultralight under $200 backpacking. Gotta have your underquilt, top quilt, tarp, rain cover for your backpack, head net, raincoat with rain pants and rain skirt. We've got our clothes for overnight camping, or if we get wet and want to wear something out to the car. Smart water or life water, tent stakes, poop trowel. We've got Tyvek sitting on a sit pad, our medical kit / essentials, headlamp, water filter and water bag, spoon, possible cup / protection for my cook pot with lid and windscreen in there, Spiguyver stove or fancy feast with Litre, bandana, striker, using a medical bag for my pack liner, and a 35 liter Clever Bees. For warmth, because this is only down to 55, we've got a lightweight 100-weight fleece. Hey, and with an ultralight backpack like this for $200, I hope you enjoy your hike, you hiking freaks.